almost didn't make it. I almost didn't last. Why does the week go by so slow, the weekend so fast? But luckily the days come to take my cares away. It's not Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. That's right. It's Friday, Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday, Friday. Today I know the weekend. So I'll get out of bed and be to work on time. I'll give this day to the company, the next 2 days of mine. And when my day's over and the final work hour's passed, I'll go home, have a shot of Cuero to the boss who can kiss my Friday, Friday. Tonight I'll party with my friends. Friday, Friday. Today I know the weekends. Friday, Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday, bitches. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great weekend, seriously. Weather-wise, today's not going to be perfect, but a high of 80 and some scattered showers and thunderstorms possible. Looks like we might have a little bit more rain lingering in the morning tomorrow, but then 81 on Saturday, 85 on Sunday, touching the 90s Monday and Tuesday, and then all of a sudden the drop into the 70s for Rockfest. Just in time for a weekend outdoors. I love it. Or a weekend, some weekends. It's going to be a much nicer Rockfest than it has been in the past when it comes to the weather. Looking forward to it. We've got a lot to get to, of course, including Doc later on joining us talking racing. Bad news, happy music. We'll get to our check-ins. We got a lot of other stuff to get to as well, like what's in theaters this weekend, what's going to be on the boob tube in case you want to hunker down and watch some TV or maybe get to the theater. Lots of other stuff. If you need us, rockmornings.com. You can find us online. On the website, all of our contact info is there. You can also listen to the show live at rockmornings.com. You can check out our daily podcast. And if you download the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app, you can get in touch with us through the app. Very easy to do. Submit some pictures, record a voicemail, shoot us some video, appropriate video. Lots of different ways to get in touch with us. Music coming up in just a bit from... What do we got? Daughtry. We'll get some Daughtry here in just a bit, so don't go anywhere.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Hello again, and welcome to the show.
So what are we doing today?
A lot of drinking.
It's National Mojito Day.
So you can't make a mojito?
Mojito? Mojito? Of course I can make a mojito.
Mojito.
It is your mojito.
It is National Mojito Day.
It's National Mojito Day.
One mojito coming up, gentlemen.
Ready?
It's showtime, baby.
National Mojito Day. That's fresh mint, right, Gene?
Yeah. I make them a couple times a summer. We grow mint, and so it's rum and simple syrup. You muddle some mint with some lime juice and top it off with some club soda.
All right. National Mojito Day.
You can put other fruit. There could be raspberry, different flavors of them, but the straight up one is just lime and mint.
Good day for it. It's Friday, right? National Mojito Day. Do one on a Friday. It's free Slurpee Day because it's 7-Eleven. I'm not quite sure where the nearest 7-Eleven is, but it's probably a distance.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's worth the trip for the Slurpee, but...
Might not even be in Wisconsin. I don't know. Is there one in Wisconsin?
Not to my knowledge. Well, if it is, it's not in this area.
Also, it's Blueberry Muffin Day.
I can't believe somebody pulled the top off this muffin.
That was me. I'm sorry. I don't like the stumps.
Don't like the stumps.
Just have the tops.
They make those. You can buy them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I prefer the whole muffin. Blueberry Muffin Day, Mojito Day, free Slurpee Day. Also, it's National Motorcycle Day, National State Fair Food Day. The Wisconsin State Fair, North Wisconsin State Fair started what, Wednesday, I believe.
Chippewa, yep.
Talked to office course. She's
Great
going over
lineup.
There. Yeah.
Holy cow.
National Swimming Pool Day.
Take a dip.
World Kebab Day. I like kebabs.
Me too.
And it's also National French Fry Day.
Hey there, it's me, Small Fry. Guess what today is? That's right, it's National French Fry Day. I know, you're thinking about your diet. Those carrot sticks in the fridge. But come on, let's be real for a second. Just taste one. A single crispy, perfectly golden French fry. What's the harm in that? Okay, maybe one more. And another. And another. I mean, this is a once-a-year opportunity to celebrate the deliciousness that is French fries. Go ahead, treat yourself. YOLO, right? Oh, and don't forget, July 14th is National Mac and Cheese Day.
Oh, no! Mac and cheese.
Suppose there's a bunch of free fries through apps for a bunch of your favorite stores.
Yeah.
Is that the
We'll get to that here in a second, but National French Fry Day, and according to a recent report, the average American eats how many pounds of fries each year?
Oh, gosh. It's probably going to be a lot more than I think it is.
How many pounds of French fries a year does the average American eat?
5. 10. More? Well,
How many pounds a year does the average American?
So 15.
17.
Okay.
17 pounds of fries. And if that seems low, then maybe you're eating more to compensate
Seems low.
for the people who don't eat fries. 17 pounds. Well, do the math. Right?
I'm thinking about a bag, that's like
a 5-pound bag of fries.
right.
But like, how much does a large fry at McDonald's weigh?
I don't know.
A couple ounces?
No. More than that, probably, right? I don't know.
But if you go through the drive-thru, you go to a restaurant, you get fries or, whatever with your meal, you go to a ballpark.
Fish fry, and it comes with some fries.
Yeah. So, and you do that, a couple times a month. Next thing you know, 17 pounds of fries. Across the entire country, Americans eat at least 5.6 billion pounds, billion with a B, of fries each and every year, enough to fill 155,833 different school buses.
Okay. All right.
Almost 156,000
And
school
we haven't
buses.
gotten to other shapes of potatoes. We're not even dealing with the hash browns or the tater tots here.
Fries are the most popular in Virginia. Locals in Virginia scarf down more than 21 pounds a year. Alabama, then Georgia, then Maryland, in terms of the most fry-licious people. 28 states prefer basic, straight, and seasoned fries, including North Dakota, Mississippi, Alabama, Wyoming, Louisiana, and Utah.
Are we getting into curly fries now?
Shoestring fries are popular in Hawaii, New Hampshire, Michigan, Maine, and Texas. Curly fries, which I enjoy. Number one in Alaska, Kansas, Connecticut, Oklahoma.
How about the steak fry? Is that on there?
Crinkle cut fries are the preferred style in states like Nebraska, Kentucky, Pennsylvania, and Illinois. Waffle fries getting love in only one state, and that would be Colorado. 63% of people agree that fries can be considered a main dish, not just a side.
I started on cleanup just like you guys. But now, see, I'm washing lettuce. Soon I'll be on fries.
Yeah, got to get on those fries.
A main dish?
I've eaten fries as a main. I've told you this before. I just said it a couple weeks ago. Sometimes if I'm not feeling like a burger or a chicken sandwich, I'll go through the drive-thru. I'll get 2 large fries, dump them in a bag, extra packet of salt, and a big giant Coke, and bam!
It's lunch.
Lunch, baby. Lunch. That's what
I
you
suppose if you put stuff on them, too, if you were making like...
Speaking of that, top seasonings for fries, ranging from the classic salt or garlic powder to the less common, which would be Parmesan, Old Bay, paprika, or cayenne. Dips are pretty classic: ketchup, ranch, and then cheese sauce. Make me fries. Thank you, Eddie.
How about chili cheese fries or poutine? Isn't that that's cheese curds and a gravy on top of them?
77% of people claim they would share their fries if they were eating with a group of people. 65% of people admit they have stolen fries from someone else's plate. I would not share.
Did you know French fries weren't originally cooked in France? They were cooked in Greece.
National French Fry Day. As you mentioned, lots of deals on National French Fry Day.
I'm sure, with the
most of it
apps
through the
and
apps and stuff like that.
yeah.
McDonald's right at the top of the list. Ongoing special at Mickey D's gets you a free medium order of fries with any purchase of $1 or more in the app every Friday through the end of the year, so not just on National French Fry Day.
I'm loving it.
The fast food chain sweetening the deal this week, however, because of National French Fry Day, you get one additional free medium order with a minimum $1 minimum purchase in the app through Sunday. Also, did you see what yesterday was?
I don't
Snack
think so.
Wrap Day.
Oh, they released them?
Yes, and they released the snack wrap. Everybody went crazy and went and got them. I saw about 1 million people posting about it on social media. And then some other chain restaurants that also serve some semblance of chicken wrap got in on the biz and released a diss track. Did you hear the diss track?
No.
Yeah.
We gon' get it poppin' like Louisiana cooking grease. Popeyes drop the chicken wrappin', it's a classic in the streets. I'm about this chicken minding business, I don't want no beef. Clowns got back to rapping, it was cool, but it ain't moving me.
We are not the same, I've been the favorite, so I let you cook. Popeyes got it locked, the streets agree, and that's a major look.
We just do it better, stacking cheddar, yeah, we eating good.
Breaded and it's battered, yeah, I know our chicken's got you shook.
You can bite our wraps, but know the recipe is different.
Yeah, they want the sauce, we'll make it spicy like your mentions.
If they think it's sweet, we'll add a lemonade and biscuits. Food be tasting funny when the clown is in the kitchen.
Oh, Popeyes with a diss track.
And offering free ones, basically. Popeyes is saying, hey, come have some free wraps with us.
Wendy's digital offer in their app for a free any size order of hot and crispy fries with a purchase today on July 11th. And on all of the remaining Fridays in 2025, you can do the deal on the app or on the website. Arby's, members of their loyalty rewards program, make an online order of a la carte Arby's cheesesteak sandwich. You get a free order of fries any size on your next visit. Burger King Royal Perks members get a free order of fries any size with a minimum purchase of $1 or more. Offer good once per week for a limited time only. Checkers and Rallies today only. Bring in the receipt for a competing restaurant's French fries and get a free large famous seasoned fries at any participating location. Double up on your fries. There's a bunch of other like semi-chain restaurants, none in our area, a lot of out west stuff. Sonic, if you want to hit a Sonic, there are some in Wisconsin. Get a free medium tot or fry with any purchase today only, July 11th. National French Fry Day. Lots of different deals out there. Take advantage of it. Get some fries. I might have to have a snack wrap and some fries for lunch today.
2 fries poured together in a bag with salt.
It's so good. So bad for me, but so good at the same time.
And a snack wrap.
Yeah. They got, they got a ranch one. They got like a spicy one, I believe.
I was just looking. So there's a spicy one, and then there's the regular one. They aren't bringing back the grilled one, at least right now. Okay. So it's fried right now. But the crispy chicken and $2.99 is the price point, it sounds like.
Got some Daughtry coming up in just a couple of minutes. Wanted to play this yesterday. Didn't get around to it. We were very busy, had a lot going on. But my favorite song from Poison's third album, Flesh and Blood, which was released on July 10th.
Yesterday.
And it's Ride the Wind.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
The Dam from Daughtry on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Before that's a Poison. Ride the Wind. Might get some rain, showers, and thunderstorms expected today. It does look a bit cloudy. Not as gray and cloudy as it was yesterday in the morning, but moving in at some point later on with some rain and showers likely. Brew Crew off yesterday. They start a 3-game series against the Nationals tonight at 7:10. The first of 3 against Washington, and their final 3 games of the first half of the season before they break for the MLB All-Star break. Giannis in Greece for the summer. Walking around with a live stream guy that I've never heard of. The guy goes by I Show Speed. I think he races people. Is that the deal?
And so he is spending his summer there visiting his relatives, or is he playing ball?
I think he always goes back to Greece.
Yeah.
But the guy's name is Darren Watkins Jr. His live stream is I Show Speed, and the Greek Freak discussing potential landing spots, saying L.A., the tax is bad. New York, the tax is bad. That's what Watkins said. Alluding to Antetokounmpo, of course, being linked to the Lakers and the Knicks. Giannis said a lot of people are trying to convince me to play there. Well, yeah, of course. But then he was asked about Milwaukee, and this is what he had to say.
So you staying in Milwaukee?
Probably. We'll see. See. Probably. I love Milwaukee.
That wasn't like a ringing endorsement.
Nope.
He cleared his throat loudly after talking about how he'll probably stay in Milwaukee. And then I love Milwaukee was very quiet and sort of
at the end.
And there was
trailed off.
There was a bit of a guffaw from the ice show speed guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't think he's going anywhere this season, but Giannis.
You would maybe a little bit more passionate, excited response is what you would have.
I love it. I'm not
for.
going anywhere. I love my wife and I have a house and we got friends and you
all
want to hear
those things
him.
are true, and he's said those many times. But
that's what you want to hear, right? I mean, Chargers running back Najee Harris sustaining an eye injury after a fireworks mishap at a 4th of July event. The injury superficial. Harris expected to be ready for the upcoming season. A's slugger Brent Rooker and Yankees second baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr. have added their names to the list of the Home Run Derby participants. Vie for the title on Monday night at Truist Park in Atlanta. Rooker will become the first A's player in the Home Run Derby since Matt Olson in 2021. The other announced participants include Atlanta's Ronald Acuna Jr., the Twins' Byron Buxton, who has been held out with a hand injury, so I don't know if he's going to recover in time or what the sitch is there. He may drop out. I think he got hit like on the hand there. Tampa Bay's Junior Caminero, Pittsburgh's O'Neal Cruz, Seattle's Cal Raleigh, and Washington's James Wood all confirmed for the Home Run Derby on Monday night. And after days and weeks of intense speculation, the NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments will not be expanding, at least not yet. In a statement released yesterday, NCAA Senior Vice President of Basketball Operations Dan Gavitt said that no decision had been made on tournament expansion after it was discussed at length this week during meetings for the NCAA Division I men's and women's basketball committees. Gavitt added that expanding the fields from 72 or 76 teams or sticking with the current 68-team model remain viable outcomes in advance of either the 26 or 27 tournaments. So
nothing's changing for now?
Not this season, but maybe next year. I'm all for it, man. People love it. They love the madness.
Give them more? Why wouldn't you give them more?
Well, you don't want to go too far, but what's a couple extra teams? Honestly, I feel like they could do away with those first 4 games. You know what I mean? The play-in games, you're just sort of like, all right, that's nice. Yay for you. Just give me the bracket and get started.
Brackets. Yeah.
I also what I really want is a second weekend where we're playing games at 11 and 1. You know what I mean? After that first weekend, you lose out on all those day games. You know what I mean? And then it all becomes prime time. So for me, it'd be nice if they were in the afternoon.
There was more of that. They stretched it out.
Yeah. Like that. Gonna get to some Rockfest music from Poppy. We'll do that next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Oh, you know who you are. You've been doing your daily action, putting lots of overtime. You need some time off satisfaction. Just think how tough it's been. You've been putting out all that labor. If you use your wit, you can get out quick and do yourself a favor. Friday in effect, and you're pretty beat, I bet. It's been one tough week, you've hit your peak, and you've earned your paycheck. But now this week is over, and it's a little fun you're seeking. Your grin is wide, and I know why. Look out, here come the weekend.
Know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That weekend's gonna be a monster, y'all.
Yeah. The weekend is here. A little bit of rain in the forecast today and maybe early tomorrow. Then it'll dry up and get hot. And then all of a sudden next week, it is way more agreeable.
I know. You got so excited yesterday when you saw all that for a forecast.
Again, it just brings a tear to my eye on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday when the first number is in the 7s. It's like all the days I'm going to be up there.
I kind of saw a map of the United States. There's a big section all the way down the middle that's going to be cooler than normal next week. And obviously that includes us and Rockfest. And
looking forward to being at Rockfest. It is not the first outdoor festival I've been to this year. We went to Summer Jam in Eau Claire a couple of weeks ago, and that was very hot and
they're
uncomfortable.
extreme, yeah.
Like almost left. I was so hot and uncomfortable. And one of the guys that we saw there that I was impressed by was Rick Springfield.
Yeah, I remember you coming back saying that guy really gave it his all for how.
Well, first of all, it's the middle of the day, so it's the hottest part of the day. The guy's 75 years old.
But ripped.
But he's ripped, and you don't see it till at the end when he takes his shirt off. And he did the rock star thing. He went, there was, a light crowd. There wasn't a ton of people there because it was so
hot.
So sweaty-ass hot. And people, I think, were trying to find some shade and some air conditioning. But he went through the crowd while he was singing, up into the cheap seats and all the way back down. It was awesome. I was impressed. And I'm not like a big Rick Springfield fan. In fact, his radio program on Sirius XM 80s on 8 is terrible. I hate it. I mean, the music is good, but his introductions and the production of it all is just, it's so awful. I don't know why I force myself to listen to it when I'm doing chores on Saturday mornings. Anyways, he was on the Today Show yesterday, and they disrespected him not once, but twice. Did you see this?
Like, made fun of him? Like,
no, so the people, look, these are people that these are TV people. And TV people, anybody who's ever been around them for the most part, at least the hosts, the people that are on there, not the people behind the scenes. The on-air people are dorky, right? They're dorky. They make dorky references. They don't live in reality. They live in some fantasy TV land.
So what?
While Al Roker trying to hype Rick Springfield's appearance, and Savannah Guthrie, Jenna Bush Hager, and Kaylee Harding, whoever the hell she is. So they sang Jesse's Girl, and then they went into another song that is not one of Rick Springfield's songs. So, yeah, that Rick Springfield.
Yes.
They get the first one right. They're like, wish I had Jesse's Girl.
How many Rick Springfield fans are there out here?
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Jesse's Girl.
Does he sing 8675309?
No.
That's the two-tones.
The two tones. Very close. But
very
again,
close.
They're big fans of Rick Springfield.
What? We are.
It's really taken on a life of its own after I recorded it. Am I boring you?
No. Actually, you're not at all.
No, dude, it's early. Don't worry about it. I'll yawn, too. I'll probably yawn.
So the first half of the clip, obviously, is the idiot girls singing Jesse's Girl, then a song that was not one of Rick Springfield's hits. It was 8675309.
Not Rick Springfield.
By the much far inferior Tommy Two-Tone.
And then they yawned?
And then during the interview with host Craig Melvin, the guy yawns. And Rick took it in stride and said, am I boring you? And then laughed it off and said, it's early. Obviously, I'd probably yawn too. But yeah, Rick Springfield getting disrespected on the Today Show, not once, but twice.
Talking about his brain injury. Did you know about that from years and years and years ago?
He was in Nam. He killed a guy. Did you know? An actor and singer. I mean, his life is pretty impressive. I got to be. I'm not dissing the man himself. As a radio professional, as a person who does this for a living and has for a long time,
like the show.
There are times, and look, this is what they do with his show. So he records it from a home studio. He sends an MP3 to somebody, and they put it all together. So it's not him. But there are times where he's introing a song, and they don't play the song he's introing. And it happens a lot on that show. And it's so annoying. Well, I hear it, and it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Interesting life, though. Interesting life.
Very interesting.
And like you said, still brought it a couple weeks ago in Eau Claire.
Complete. And he was, and the music was grooving. I mean, it wasn't just like, you see these older guys. I mean, what's the dude that can't even sing anymore? They just wheel his corpse out there. The guy in Vegas, the Frankie Valli guy, right? They got him in the suit. He's like,
this guy though. He's a grandpa.
He obviously eats watercress nuts or whatever the hell watercress and salad, almond milk and stuff. Yeah. This weekend on television, starting today on Peacock, the streaming premiere of Drop, the movie with the airdrops and the guy, I'm going to kill this guy. If you don't,
yes.
Or kill your son if you don't kill this guy.
I can't do that. I'll kill you if you hurt my son. Why him? Why does he have to die?
Megan Fahey from White Lotus, single mom, terrorized during a first date, receives anonymous airdrops from someone threatening to kill her son if she doesn't follow his instructions and kill her date. That's today on Peacock. On Max, HBO Max is back. They realized the error of their ways. And the streaming premiere of Opus, starring Ayo Edebiri from The Bear as a journalist invited to a cultish compound run by reclusive pop star played by John Malkovich, claims he wants to come out of retirement. It's called Opus.
There's a rumor flying around that Moretti's back. Like, Moretti?
After 30 years outside the public eye, pop icon Moretti returns for an exclusive listening experience.
He's bringing you a gift.
This is for Ariel Ecton.
It'll be an absolute honor to spend this weekend with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, namaste. Everybody meet Ariel, some young blood from the magazine. This is Clara, the most hated sex symbol on TV.
Thank you. How's print media treating you?
Congratulations, and welcome to this once-in-a-lifetime gathering.
Moretti requires that everyone be shaven. So, how's the lady garden?
It's brought to you by the A24 studio, which has been doing all these kind of weird psychological creepy films over the last couple. It's called Opus. And it starts streaming today on HBO Max. Over on Netflix today, Medea's Destination Wedding. It is the 13th Medea movie, 6th to be released on Netflix. Tyler Perry, of course, back as Medea.
I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord. Hallelujah.
Medea, her foul-mouthed brother Joe, and Joe's son Brian, all played by Tyler Perry. They head down to the Bahamas when Brian's daughter Tiffany gets engaged. MLB Draft is Sunday on ESPN as part of the All-Star Weekends. Also on Sunday on CNN, this is pretty cool, the series premiere of Live Aid When Rock and Roll Took the World, a 4-part docuseries to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Live Aid, one of the largest global music events in history. You can also watch more than 10 hours of performances on Live Aid's YouTube channel starting on YouTube today at 7 a.m. So 6 a.m. our time, so it's already rolling. And then Sunday night on Showtime.
What better place to hide?
It's the greatest city in the world.
Where nobody knows who you really are.
Tell me more about your friends.
Prater likes to own things. Time to meet the man of the manor.
Welcome. I cannot express how excited I am to meet you.
You really like serial killers.
I pride myself on finding the best of the best in every field.
Let's show and tell today. So there are others.
On their way.
Only in New York.
Dexter Resurrection. The action picking up after the events of Dexter New Blood, with Dexter waking up from a coma following his son Harrison to NYC. The cast includes Peter Dinklage, Uma Thurman, and, of course, Michael C. Hall as Dexter. That's what's on the boob tube. This weekend, of course, the big one in theaters.
Yeah.
Saw several people that went and saw it yesterday. Dean Cain, not a fan, says it's too woke. Apparently this Superman is too nice. He's woke.
With his dog, isn't it?
Crypto, the super dog.
Yeah.
It's rated PG-13. David Cornsweet is your new Superman. It's directed by James Gunn, the guy who did the Guardians of the Galaxy films. David, by the way, the new Superman, 6'4", put on 40 pounds of muscle.
To be Superman?
Prior to putting the cape on, yeah. So, you know, look, the last one, Henry Cavill, the guy most recently, he's pretty yoked. He's pretty muscular. Christopher Reeve kind of had a regular dude body.
Yeah.
But this guy, I guess, was, you know, pretty svelte and had to put on 40 pounds of muscle prior to the filming of the new Superman. He stars with Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, Bradley Cooper in the film, cameo as Kal-El's Kryptonian dad, Jor-El. John Williams back. They brought his classic theme back for the film. And Christopher Reeve's son has a cameo as a news reporter in one of the scenes as well. So that's in theaters this weekend. That's the big one.
85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I think it's getting some thumbs up. People seem to like it. A good reboot to the DCU, which they seem to do every couple of years now. But that's what's on TV and what's in theaters. We've got Highly Suspect now with My Name is Human.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. That, of course, the Offspring. We've got some KSE coming up in just a bit. Kill Switch was in my memories this morning on Facebook as I was scrolling through my pictures. I must have changed my profile picture or my cover photo on Facebook to when I had a little interview / meet and greet with KSE at Rockfest a few years ago.
Yeah, that opportunity to talk to some of those bands is coming up next week.
I know, it's crazy. You know what is not next week?
What?
Moo Dang's birthday. It was yesterday. We forgot it.
Oh, the hippo?
We forgot it. The world famous pygmy hippo, Moo Dang, turned 1 year old yesterday. Went viral last September, born on July 10th. Her zoo in Thailand. Celebrated her birthday.
How?
Made her
like watermelon?
A 44-pound cake that was really just a big pile of fruit.
Yeah.
And there is an influencer from New York named Molly Swindoll that loves Moo Dang so much, she's flown there 3 times, including this past week for her birthday. 8,600-mile trip from New York to Thailand to see Moo Dang 3 times in the last year.
She's just so cute, chaotic, glass skin, and everything else.
I'm in Thailand for Moo Dang's first birthday. I love Moo Dang so much. I think she brought so much joy to people. And I think she's kind of an outlet and escape, which is a lot of pressure for a baby hippo.
Happy birthday, Moo Dang. There's another one in, Cincinnati, right? That
Very
just got
photogenic.
Born? Well, Moo Dang, the videos are hilarious, right? The mouth's open and running into things and, biting on stuff. And the mom is just sort of like, whatever. And they're cute animals. You wouldn't want to be chased by one, though. They're fast as hell.
I'm sure there was a big crowd at the zoo to see that, to see the celebration.
Would you have a pygmy hippo in your zoo at the White House?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe? All right. Happy birthday, Moo Dang. We omitted your birthday yesterday. I apologize. It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find us online at rockmornings.com. You can also download either the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app, and you can use the app to get in touch with us with images and videos and voicemails. Right there at the bottom of the homepage of the app, you'll see a submit tab, and that's where you can send in photos. And then there's also a voicemail tab where you can send us messages.
Could you play Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon, please?
Leave us a voicemail just like that with anything you want to, be a part of. I know Doc uses it once in a while to communicate as well. And, of course, submit pictures. If you're at Rockfest next week, send us those photos. We want to see. And make sure you stop down and see Brian down at the booth. He'll be there in the mornings for the broadcast and throughout the day as well. So we want to see you, interact with you.
Hang out.
For sure.
Drink some beers.
Ozzy, by the way, Last Rites.
New memoir. October, right?
October 7th, reflecting on his health challenges, obviously, including Parkinson's. His diagnosis is deciding to retire from performing, and it covers the concert, his marriage to Sharon for years and years and years, other professional and personal experiences, and that will be October 7th for his book, The Last Rites.
Get to that requested Ozzy, also some Kill Switch. Doc's going to join us later on to talk racing. We're going to be talking about perhaps what might be the worst husband of all time.
Okay. That's saying something.
Get to all that and then some in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
Look, I think we can do away with the obvious stuff, like murder, abuse, cheating. Those would make you the worst husband of all time. This is more tongue-in-cheek. But this guy is in the running, I think, for maybe worst husband of all time. Follow me. You ready?
I'm ready.
A guy in France is in the news after he went on a road trip with his wife and forgot her at a gas station somewhere along the way and didn't realize he left her behind for almost 200 miles. If you're doing 65 miles an hour...
That's a few hours. It's a few hours that you don't notice that they're not in the car with you.
That's like 3 hours away. You're in a different country by that time. They haven't released the dude's name, but he's 62 and his wife is 60. So maybe there's an age thing there, right? Maybe he's starting to go. I don't know. The 22-year-old daughter was with them, but was apparently asleep in the back seat, and she must have been on some pills because How do you not wake up when you stop at a gas station and then drive 3 hours away from your mom?
Well, I don't know. Easy, I suppose, if you're sleeping.
They left Paris for Morocco last Friday night to beat the traffic. It's a very long drive. It's about a full day, 27 hours.
Okay.
They made several stops during the first leg, because you have to if you're driving.
No phones? Did she not try to call?
They didn't really get to that, but maybe they didn't have. Maybe they're these crazy people who didn't. Maybe they were disconnecting, right? Let's just assume for whatever reason
there was no way to get a hold of anybody
maybe crossing
in the
over
car.
borders, or maybe there's some kind of weird SIM card thing. We don't know, all right? But as a person who's made a 24-hour drive several times from here to New England, I get it, right? You get a little bit road focused and you just sort of, but I'm only there with my wife, so it's like if she's not in the seat next to me. He pulled into a gas station at about 4:30 in the morning to fuel up, stretch his legs, maybe get a snack, maybe a coffee. Then he left without his wife and didn't realize it for 186 miles. So, 3 hours later, essentially, if you're assuming they're doing the 65-mile-an-hour speed limit. Not clear if she'd been sleeping in the back or what. Maybe she got out, didn't realize it, but he called the cops at about 8:30 in the morning to report it. So his phone worked. Couldn't remember which gas station he stopped at or even the city that he was in. Maybe she didn't have a phone and he did. Maybe they got like a one phone thing. And his daughter was sleeping during the stop, so she wasn't any help either.
Like, where's mom?
I don't know, and I don't know what city we were in. I don't know what gas station we were at. Cops eventually apparently found the wife by tracking her cell phone, so she did have a phone. All right. So
why are these people calling each other?
No
What's
idea.
happening?
No word on why
or the ringer was off.
Maybe she did try to call him. It's not in the story, and maybe she didn't know where she was. But it turned out she'd been sitting there for 4 hours waiting for this guy to come back. Cops thought there was a chance he left her there on purpose, but decided it was an honest mistake. He's not in any legal trouble, just obviously in trouble with his wife. He swung back, picked her up, and they continued on their vacation to Morocco. But, boy, they added some time to it, huh?
That's an 8-hour round trip at least to go back, drive, and then turn around, go back and get her, and then do it again.
Can you imagine having
12.
to be in the car with your angry wife when you have to drive back 3 hours to pick her up?
It's one thing. Maybe to get a little, maybe you think she got in the car. I mean, maybe if you had like a van and they were
RV
riding in the
and you
back.
thought she was in the back?
Yes, right? Like you thought maybe that she's been in the back with their daughter kind of also napping and you just assume she's back there. But if if you're in the front seats, like.
Well, the assumption is it's a car or a vehicle where he's in the driver's seat, she's in the passenger seat. And then if you look over, you notice, where is my wife?
Sometime in that 4 hours, you think you just.
My God, where is my beautiful wife? Right?
Something. You think that you look over or say something. Or...
Cody sent me a message, said, wouldn't he have realized once it got quiet?
Well, it's 4:30 in the morning, so I'm thinking that maybe she was asleep too, and and he was, so they weren't talking or whatever. But where?
Well, and I get it, right? You get that tunnel vision when you get on the road, and especially if you've been driving for a long time.
And you're like, all right, I'm just going to get us there. I'm just going to keep driving and get us there safely.
I don't understand the phone thing though. That's the only part of this that doesn't make sense. Because if the cops were able to triangulate where she was based on her cell phone, why weren't they just? Why wasn't she calling him the whole time? Where did you go? I'm at the gas station. My assumption is that there was probably no service for her, right?
That's a good assumption. That because they were crossing countries or something, maybe it didn't work, or she wasn't able to reach, you know, and their daughter was sleeping, so if she was
maybe
texting her or snapping her or something, that wasn't happening either.
Or maybe
she was sleeping.
Maybe the phone was dead and she needed to charge it for a while. I have no idea, but again, getting rid of all of the obvious stuff, that might be the worst husband move of all time. Bro, you can't leave your wife at a gas station 4 states over and drive 185 miles away before realizing, oh, snap, my wife's not in the car with me. It's Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Again, use the app, 95.7 The Rock or 92.9 The X. Use the app to get in touch with us. Leave us voicemails.
Brian, this is Dusty. I'm on my way to South Dakota, and I've been looking for the David Lee Roth song you played on July 3rd on the morning show. If you could, please let me know what it is or say it live. I'm listening to you guys on the app. Thank you.
This guy.
You mean Yankee Rose?
Show me your bright light in your city light. All right. I'm talking about the Yankee Rose. Bright light in your city light. All right. I'm talking about it.
His solo release after leaving Van Halen. Yankee Rose.
I think it was Eat 'Em and Smile, right? Was that the first one? And that was Yankee Rose, Dusty, from David Lee Roth. So if you're looking to YouTube it or whatever, that's David Lee Roth, Yankee Rose. Played it on July 4th, actually. Or 3rd, yeah, because Thursday we were off on Friday. But yeah, it was American music, Yankee Doodles, and all that stuff.
1986, I believe.
Yeah, he did all right for his solo career. I mean, the guy's talented.
Well, that was flash in the pan and all of a lot of excitement around that, and then it kind of went.
We got some sports coming up in just a bit. If you want to send us a voicemail, do it on the app, 95.7 The Rock app or 92.9 The X. Also submit pictures and videos. Tasteful stuff, please.
Yes, please. I mean, whatever.
I don't want to see people's poop and buttholes and stuff.
You send that stuff.
It was a long time ago, and it was Jeff Cecil was one person.
It was Jeff Cecil.
And it elicited the correct response.
Yes. So you're not above that.
That was like only 2 times in my life I thought I was going to laugh so hard I'd puke. I could not stop laughing. It was so funny. That was a Rockfest memory.
I know.
Kill Switch.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
Kill Switch Engage. That is, I believe, on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We'll get to that requested Ozzy in a few minutes. But right now, sports. The Brew Crew off yesterday. They're at home tonight against the Nationals at 7:10. First of 3 against Washington. The final 3 games before the All-Star break. In the world of tennis, Sabalenka got knocked out yesterday. Yeah. Husband's a big tennis guy, right?
He's all about watching. He's like, I got to figure out how I'm going to... Got YouTube TV to watch Wimbledon this weekend.
Yeah, Sabalenka knocked out by Amanda Anisimova in the women's semifinal at Wimbledon yesterday, continuing the very bizarre and luckless trend of the top seeds crashing out of the tournament. Sabalenka losing in 3 sets, 4-6, 6-4, 4-6 to the 13th ranked Anisimova, who stunned the world number 1 to book her spot in her first ever Grand Slam final.
That is rare.
Right?
Right there.
And Doc may have more info on this one, but there's plenty of video of it.
Is there a
This is a dirt track race car driver, and he's now been banned from a Juniata County Speedway. I'm not sure how to pronounce that exactly. And has also been banned from 4 more speedways.
Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Yeah. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4, and then 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's been banned from 5 different speedways in York County and Clinton County following an incident on June 28th. Taylor Farling is the guy's name, first suspended from the Port Royal Speedway on July 7th after he targeted another driver on the track and drove onto his vehicle. So these are like the street stocks out at the Speedway. You ever seen a street stock?
Yeah.
So they got kind of like the triangle look to them almost.
Yes.
And it looks like when you're watching it, it looks like one side's higher than the other to keep the car on the track as they're going around and around. Well, he got into it with another guy, and he basically got spun around, and he went backwards on the track and then drove up the guy's hood, and then they got out and had to be separated. They were going to fight. And now this guy's been suspended from 5 different tracks.
And that's when I actually saw all 5 members.
Thank you, Christy. Loves looking at all 5 members. Both Farling and the other driver exiting their vehicles restrained from a physical alteration. Farling receiving multiple penalties from Port Royal Speedway. He was banned from all racing at the Speedway for the remainder of this year and the entirety of next year. And then 4 more Speedways in solidarity, put their fists in the air and said, "We will resist."
High five.
Yeah.
Like a demolition derby, right? He's driving at the car.
So he got spun around and he hit a couple other cars and ping pong balled, and then and then, of course, the yellow flag comes out and everybody slows down, and he's going the wrong way. And instead of turning around and going back, with the
getting back in the right, no,
he's going against the grain, and he's going up, and he's looking for this dude, and he finds him, and then he just drives right up on this hood. It's crazy. I love it. I gotta say though, has there ever been more eyes on your sport, on your track, than there is now because of what this guy did? So,
he's not just driving that way a little ways. He's
like a great white shark.
He goes halfway across the track to find this guy.
So maybe Doc will have a little more info on this guy, but this Farling guy apparently banned from 5 different.
Nobody wants that guy.
Nobody wants that guy at the racetrack right now. It's too hot to handle. Sports on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Doc will join us in about 45 minutes. And we'll get to that requested Ozzy next.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
That is Architects with Everything Ends on Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. We've got Doc joining us a bit later on to talk racing. On National French Fry Day.
Get yourself some fries.
Make me fries. What time is the rain supposed to start? Do we know?
I don't know. It looks like any second. I think
Look at my app here.
Yeah, there's rain in the forecast today. Hopefully.
It looks like the biggest chance is around 3 this afternoon. And then again at 9 with a thunderstorm, maybe some lightning. But this sort of cloudy look to the sky, I think we're going to be stuck with that all day.
Yeah, I think there's some in the morning that's going to be moving through and, scattered. So I don't think it's going to pour everywhere. But rain is in the forecast today. Showers and storms.
You wear open-toed sandals quite a bit during the summer.
I do.
So you're not self-conscious about your feet? You take some semblance of care of your feet? Wash them? Pumice? Do you use a pumice? Is there a pumice?
I do.
And then you get your nails painted?
Sometimes I get pedicures, yes.
Okay. Massage, like with the leeches? Do you do the leeches for the dead skin?
I've never had the little fish eat the skin off my feet, no.
Do you go to the Asian place and they do the whole calf rub thing with the oils and stuff?
Pedicures, yes. And I usually try to do that in the summertime a couple times, yes.
I told my wife, I said, once my psoriasis clears up, I want to do one of those things because I've never had one and I've always been, it's not I guess you could say it's self-conscious, but it's just, the psoriasis was so nasty and gross, and it was, I didn't want to go in there and have them be like, we don't want your disease in here. Like, we don't want to have that. But
it's not contagious, I promise.
44% of Americans are self-conscious about their feet.
I have so many other things to be self-conscious about. It's way, way, way down on the list.
I'm a lot less self-conscious about it now that the psoriasis is cleared up thanks to my Sky Rizzy.
I do have even toes.
That helps.
You know what I mean? They go in a line.
See, and that's my issue is my toenails now are the big, ugly thing going on with my toes. Because if you looked at my toenails, you'd be like, oh, what's going on there?
Genetically, my husband and then some of our children have the second one as the longest, not the big toe, but the second one. So
what's
it's got the mine go in the...
What's the WebMD thing for the big toe not being the big toe?
I don't.
There's got to be some sort of
nothing wrong with it. It's just the way you're
genetic
made,
precursor or something like that.
It's.
New survey says 44% of Americans say they are self-conscious about their feet.
Really beautiful feet.
66% have even avoided wearing open-toed shoes because of it.
Stay with her. It's the best advice I can give you. Oh, that and bring rubber flip-flops to the shower. I got warts all over my feet.
Shower shoes. Yeah,
shower shoes.
When you're sharing at a dorm or a Rockfest, don't you? Isn't that a shared shower?
Yep.
Shower shoes.
Oh yeah, 100%. Anybody that's an athlete or played on a sports team knows that you're not going in there and getting MRSA or anything. You gotta
put on shoes.
Yeah. The biggest concerns that people have about their feet are the smells and toenail fungus, which is what I think I've got. Other problems that people don't want to show off about their feet are toe hair and toe shape.
Wow, they're like really soft.
Yeah.
Gen X, most embarrassed by their feet, followed by millennials, and then Gen Z boomers apparently could not care less at this point.
They get to that.
I'm wearing diapers, dude, all right? I'm wearing diapers at this point. I got way more important things to worry about. Plenty that you can do to improve your foot health and hygiene. Lots of different things, whether it's manicures, pedicures, the foot bleach thing, soaking them, Epsom salts, right?
Yep.
30% of people say they'd be willing to give up booze to magically have perfect feet. 20% say they would give up coffee. Giving up booze and coffee can make your feet better?
No, they would trade those things if they could have perfect feet. I guess I don't know what the clarification of is perfect feet.
On the flip side, some people are extremely confident about their feet, with 29% of Americans saying that they would sell pictures of their feet if there was interest.
I don't even like feet.
Hell yeah. I would. Why wouldn't you?
I would in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. If somebody's paying for that.
If there was a niche for guys with ugly feet and psoriasis.
There might be.
And I could make some money, I would sell the hell out of my foot pictures. I would be all about it.
I think if you just wash it maybe daily, right? Wash your feet daily. Clip your toenails once in a while. Do you have are your toenails out of hand?
Not right now. I clipped them. I'm usually about a 3 to 4, maybe 5 month
clipper. You got to clip them. You got to trim them. I mean, that's a thing. You can't let them.
Mine are just, they're thick and they're
otherwise they get
yellowy
ingrown,
and grossy. I don't have any ingrown stuff, but The last one, it's like, why even bother? It's like this
Oh,
little...
yeah, on your
it's
pinky,
It's like the
it's
shard of Dorito that's at the bottom of the bag, and it's just stuck on the
Stuck
on the
in the
little
corner.
toe. Yeah, and it's like, why are you even there? What purpose do you serve?
Is it okay to touch him again?
No, it's not, Rex Ryan. Stop touching my damn feet. 44% of Americans self-conscious about their feet.
I'm sorry, but you have the most beautiful feet. Would you like a foot massage?
No, I would not like a foot massage. Are there any guys that are just normal? But obviously, you're pretty confident about your toes and your feet.
I mean, yeah. And I prefer sandals and
In the summer.
barefoot and that kind of thing than I do to...
I like the shoe because I always feel like the sandal's coming off. I don't wear the ones with the thing in between the big toe and the next toe.
Yeah.
So I do the slides.
I don't much either anymore.
You do strappy ones with the...
Birkenstocks. And the strappy ones I have on today, but yeah, I like sandals and I like being barefoot. Like walking over rocks and things like that. I mean, obviously it depends, but I'm not super tender-footed. I can handle that.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Got Doc joining us a bit later on to talk racing. Bad News, Happy Music as well. Don't forget, you can get in touch with us in lots of different ways. You can find all of our contact info at rockmornings.com. Shoot us a text or an email. Ogre said it took 3 hours for the guilt to kick in. The guy was making a break for it.
Oh, the husband that drove for 3 hours forgetting he left his wife at a gas station?
You can also
While traveling?
send us voicemails and images and videos through the app, whether it's the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app, right there at the bottom.
Yeah. Maybe you've got your pile of prep for Rockfest.
Talked to
Send us pictures of that.
optician about that yesterday, Dr. Wading over at Optical Fashions. Having a conversation
about you prepping?
I don't know how much she wants her business on the radio, so I'm not going to say too much. She didn't really give me the thumbs up you can talk about that, but yeah, having conversations about getting ready for Rockfest and
getting your bacon and your supplies.
The big takeaway from yesterday's conversation was, I guess we're camper people now. I don't know how people tent. I don't get it. God invented campers so we don't have to tent anymore. It was fun.
Camping. Lots of tent camping.
It was fun when I was 8. Right?
It's fun. It's fun.
I don't want to be
8.
in an effing tent in any kind of weather. It doesn't matter what it is, even if it's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
No, thank you. Air mattress.
Night with
end
the
up
tent
sleeping on the ground by morning.
With just the net
Nope.
so you can see the stars.
Nope. I want the camper with all the amenities, a toilet, water, lights, power, air conditioning, a refrigerator.
Guess you're camper people now?
Yeah. Well, they are. And kudos to Dr. Wading at Optical Fashions for being a camper person, because that's the way to go. Even those glamping tents that they got at Rockfest, I walk by them and I'm like, yeah, that looks nice, but I wouldn't want to be in there.
Oh, yeah. That looks good.
Thank you.
Have you seen the new, blow-up camper things where you file up the sides and it blows up? So it's
no,
like
thanks.
a big...
Not for me. Not for me. I'm
Captain Comfortable over here.
I'm the first to admit it. I'm very sensitive.
Jeez.
I don't want, why rough it? I don't have to. Just sleep on the ground then, you hobo. I mean, seriously, what good is a tent?
Well, they have all sorts of air mattresses and make it comfortable. And
Every
all
air
that.
mattress I've ever slept on is deflated by morning. Every single one.
Not.
Every single one. You end up on the ground by morning. Every single one. It never changes. Even the big double ones with the two different baffles in it, and you just end up on the ground. It's like, oh, well, I'm really enjoying my camping experience.
Well, so if you're camping, make sure you send us a picture of your setup, and you can do that through the apps. Submit.
Lunatic comes by and ends up in your tent like Bruno with his clothes off. No, thank you.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Friday mornings during the NASCAR season at about 8:15, we're joined on the phone by the one and only mid-pack legend, Mr. Technicality, Car 54, Billy Doc Niles, a.k.a. Captain Retirement, a.k.a. hashtag Mr. Fister, a.k.a. hashtag this guy.
Happy July.
Happy 4th of July. It was last week. Hashtag this guy.
I'm kind of anal.
That's what all the guys at the campground say about you. Hashtag this guy.
He's got it locked on the rock. He's listening to the doc.
I know Shorty's in Florida listening to us on the rock. Hashtag this guy.
You're getting us through By listening to Bill.
Always, every day, almost.
Hashtag this guy.
He gets to stay on the box.
That's exactly where he wants to stay, is on, in, or around the box. Hashtag this guy.
Going to have to come from the back.
That's the only way to come from, Gene, is the back.
That's what Doc says.
Yes. Hashtag this guy.
Going to be a big one for them.
That's what she said. Hashtag this guy.
He could be coming from your backyard.
Once again, with the coming from the back. Hashtag this guy.
A lot of beating and banging.
Going to be a wild weekend in the Doc trailer. Hashtag this guy.
Nothing says you can't slip one in without saying anything.
Oh, Sneaky Pete. By hearing he's screaming in the corporate VIP next week, and I know what's going on. He's slipping one in. Hashtag this guy.
First day with the new tongue.
Oh, yeah, that excuse only works once. Hashtag this guy.
God damn, I'm going too fast.
Oh, man, nobody ever said that.
Hashtag this guy.
He sees her. He doesn't have time to turn away from her. Blasts her in the rear end.
Hashtag this guy.
Whoa, what am I touching here?
Whoa, what are you touching here, Doc?
I am touching those VIP tickets for Rockfest next week. I cannot wait. I am amped for this. This is going to be fun.
You're getting corporate VIP this year. You lucky duck. You're never going to want to go hang out with the unwashed masses after this.
Well, I said that after last year we were lucky enough to get corporate VIP, and I looked at Mrs. Doc and I said, how are we going to handle regular VIP? This was so much better.
I tell people that all the time. You don't get it until you've been involved with it. And it's like, I can't go out there and be with regular people. Are you kidding me? It's terrible. It's like Thunderdome
I got no
out there.
problem being with regular people, but it's the amenities of corporate VIP are just a tad bit better than regular VIP.
Well, he's at a campground all summer long. He's with regular people. Let's be clear about that. Doc can hang with the regular people.
Look, all the things
I am a regular person.
I know you
I
are,
am
Tom.
the unwashed masses.
I know you are.
All the things they do back there, amenity-wise, at Rockfest are great. Wade and his staff are fantastic. The food and the facility.
They're awesome.
But for me, it's the escapability. Like, I can just go back behind that tent or the fence, and I don't have to deal with anything. Like, I can escape it. I can get away from it, and I can go to my camper and be all by myself for a little while,
Doc,
which I need. I need a timeout every once in a while.
Rockfest, what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, 3 Days Grace with the two lead singers. Looking forward to that. I've never seen Bad Omens before or Poppy. So, a bunch of bands that I'd never seen before. Looking for Funeral Portrait is another one I'm looking forward to. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff. I got a friend in the band that's opening on the main stage on Friday in White Crosses. Looking forward to seeing the White Crosses Friday morning. Maybe we can get them into the booth and have a talk with them. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to all of that. And then maybe just coming out and hanging out with Brian Thursday and Friday morning and doing the Rush Report again from Rockfest right there in the booth. So it's all going to be a good time. Looking forward to it.
Well, Doc,
you talked a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to transition to racing. I know you said you didn't have any additional information about the guy that rolled up on the other dude's hood, but what else is going on?
No. Well, there's just some examples they've seen before. If you remember, years ago, they used to have that TV show called The Madhouse with Bowman Green Stadium. That happened on a regular basis, almost once a week, twice a week, no matter what division, where somebody's going to bang somebody out of the way to win, and then they're going to crash their cars and have a big fight, which is why they have a big police force present when it comes to Saturdays at Bowman Gray. We had a deal like that for the lacrosse sportsmen 3 years ago. First and second in points were beating on each other all year, and it came to a head the last night of the season, and they suspended them for Oktoberfest, so they got to watch someone else win the championship they could have won. And you talked about other tracks suspending that guy, for the rest of the year. Wisconsin has a promoters group called Promoters of Wisconsin Auto Racing. All the dirt track and asphalt tracks get together, toss around ideas on how they can help each other out. They also, when someone suspends a driver, he gets suspended at all the tracks in Wisconsin. So you mess up at one, you mess up at all. Some news for NASCAR. Speaking of Bowman Gray, NASCAR announced this week that the 2026 Clash will return to the Madhouse, historic Bowman Gray Stadium, on Sunday, February 1st. Bowman Gray is the oldest running NASCAR weekly track right now, having been in the NASCAR fold since 1949. We touched a little bit last week, Brian. You brought this up about the street race in Chicago. NASCAR and the city of Chicago are in talks to return to the streets of Chicago next year. They have an option for 2026 to 2027, and they're talking right now. Chicago does want them back, but they don't want them back on July 4th weekend. So we're going to see what they could do about maybe getting that back there. And keep this in the back of your mind, kids. They're talking about possibly bringing back Chicagoland Speedway if they can't get inside the city of Chicago. So we'll see how things pan out here at the end of August, middle of September, when they start releasing tidbits of next year's schedule. Excuse me. This week they are at Sonoma. It's a 1.99-mile road course with 12 turns. Remember, they just repaved it last year when Kyle Larson won the race, and Joey Logano set a new track record at 97.7 miles an hour. Fantasy experts, they like Van Ginsberg, Larson, and Elliott. When I filled my fantasy out last night, road course aces, McDowell, Allmendinger, Hamlin, and Reddick. VegasInsider.com via the BetMGM app brings us our odds this week. And just like last week, Van Ginsberg are a prohibitive favorite at plus 125. Larson at plus 600, McDowell at 1,100, Reddick 1,200, Gibbs, Elliott, Buescher 1,300, Christopher Bell at 1,700. Before we talk about local racing, I want to give a shout-out to my buddy Jesse at Builders for a Source in Menominee. I was covering another driver's route on Wednesday, had a chance to talk with Jesse about racing. His family really big. They go to Red Cedar every week. They support the Mars race team. So it's good to see local families like that taking care of a great local short track. Tonight at Red Cedar Speedway, the DRS Street Stock Tour is in town. Also, late models, modified Midwest mods, and the Super Stocks. Plus, as a bonus, Super Stocks are going to be running double features. They're going to be making up one of their features from the rainouts. So you got all that going on tonight. Gates open at 5 o'clock. Practice at 6. First green flag drops at 7. Tomorrow night at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway is Quarter Mile Mania. What that means is no late models, no sportsmen, no Hornets. All the other divisions are in action. 6 shooters, street stocks, High School Racing Association, minivans, and the Street Stock Car Summer Games. They're going to have about 4 or 5 various novelty events and add up the points throughout those events, and the one with the best point total wins. Plus, it's returning. The Race in Total Darkness. If you've never seen this before, get out and check this out Saturday night. They're going to shut every light off in the speedway except the one where the flagman is. Drivers get some elaborate setups on their cars so they can put lights on so they can see where they're going. Check that out. Plus, there's going to be kids' rides after qualifying, so a lot going on tomorrow night at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. Gates at 5:15, qualifying at 5:30. Kids' rides probably around 6:15. First race starts at 7. Now, next week, of course, it's the fair going on. They're going to have a big race on Wednesday night. They're going to have street drags on Thursday night. I'm going to be dropping a race report extra for you next Wednesday morning to get you all set up for that one. Wherever you're at in the country, take your family out and support a great local short track. Doc's Race Report is brought to you by our friends at County Materials on Empire Street in Holman. That is this week's race report.
Thank you very much, Doc. Appreciate it. I will see you early next week at Rockfest.
Yep, I'll see you guys. I'll see you Wednesday afternoon. Mrs. Doc and I will be up there.
All right, looking forward to it. Upside down pineapples. All right. Just kidding.
Hey.
A lot of kidding.
I know.
I am going to kiss his wife on the lips.
I know. You always do.
I love her. She's beautiful. What's she doing with a schlep like him? I'll never know.
It's true love. They've been married a long time.
Yeah. He wore her down like a stone in a river.
Yeah, well, he has that tendency.
And now she's blind in one eye, so she's just got to stick with what she's got. She's like, he kind of looks all right now.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time.
Getting better looking every year.
30
now
years,
that my
I think.
eyesight's
35,
going.
something.
Doc's Racing Report each and every Friday at about 8:15. We got bad news, happy music coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril.
Now that's just nasty.
Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man.
Florida Man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
You've got a case on your phone, I'm assuming?
I do.
Just a normal protective case?
OtterBox.
Same here. I got a black one. Mine's got like a little rubbery kind of almost sandpapery feel to the back. Black in color.
Uh-huh.
Pretty average. Normal. Got it from the store. You got yours online, or did you get yours from the store?
I think I got mine from the store, but yeah.
Anybody in your got a weird one?
It's not weird, but they've all got very interesting ones that are themed to themselves that they found and they bought somewhere else.
Cat ears?
Yeah. And flowers.
Furry? Anything furry?
No, nothing like that. But I've seen ones with some real attitude.
There's a new one. It's a lifelike phone case that looks like it's made from human skin.
I did ask to keep my skin. Well, so I have tanned it into leather. Human vegan leather.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with this other than the fact she's talking about skin. But phone cases changing a lot over the years, obviously. And nowadays, you can get just about anything you want online or in stores. In fact, there's a new insanely creepy human skin phone case that burns under sunlight just like real skin.
Come on.
Burn! Yes.
So you got to put sunscreen on your phone case?
This comes as the mobile network company O2 has partnered up with creative technologist Mark Tessier to create a new 3D printed silicone case designed to mimic the look and touch of human skin. Known as the Skin Case, the design is available in 4 different skin tones and comes with some creepy like features.
What's their purpose other than because it can?
Tessier used a combination of silicone and UV reacting pigment, which he put through a 3D printer to create the unique phone case. He then drew lines into the cases to give it the appearance of human palms. When you take the case outside, it changes color, making the skin appear darker or slightly burnt. Our phones are objects we don't expect to change and to react in a humane way by creating a tangible, visceral reaction to UV exposure. Together with O2, the Skin Case not only raises awareness of sun safety, but highlights how sun protection is an undeniable priority. So it's not just to be creepy.
Supposed to remind us to put sunscreen on?
I guess.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
The CEO of Virgin Media O2 said holidays should be about creating unmissable moments, bringing home souvenirs, and making memories, not about roaming bills and sunburn. With mobile phones being such an essential part of everyday life, and while on holiday, as our research shows, we've created the Skin Case to demonstrate in real time just how severe the effects of sunburn can be.
Don't burn your ass, Phil.
Thank you, Shaw.
Burn my phone.
Burn your phone. Skin Case, if you want to look it up. It's something. Did you get a look at it?
Yeah, I sure did.
It almost looks like chewed gum that they flattened out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm good. Here's a guy who's got one thing on his mind.
Is it that thing?
Nope.
Wink, wink.
Not that thing. Right-footed shoes.
He's got a fetish and he's sticking to it.
He's banging those shoes.
He's sticking to it. And he doesn't want a lefty. He just wants the righty.
A man allegedly stole 53 right-footed shoes from a business in Queensland, baffling detectives who are trying to track him down. The unknown man caught on CCTV entering a shopping center in Brisbane, Australia, back on July 7th. Seen walking to a number of bags holding shoes, which were placed on tables in the middle of the common area. So think of this as like a shoe sale, right? You go down to the mall and they got it out in the common area and it's on the table.
Yeah, I see.
Well,
what
it
you're
looks
saying.
like what they did was they were bagging the shoes up to bring them back in the store as opposed to having to transport each and every box separately. Put them all in a bag and then bring the bag in. He then opens up the bag of shoes. The police allege that he took 53 right-footed shoes only, not pairs, before putting them in a suitcase and popping it onto his trolley, his shopping cart, before leaving the shopping center. The store, called Shoe Fashion, releasing a statement on Instagram calling out the alleged thief the day after.
It's a lot of shoes.
Saying at some point last night, someone treated themselves to a little shopping spree at our covered sale table and took off with 53 right-footed shoes. Now we only ever pop the right shoe out on display to stop things going walkabout and keep things simple, but it seems someone didn't get the memo. Where are the 53 right boots are off to, we may never know.
Mm-hmm. So he couldn't steal pairs because they only had the right ones out on display. So he couldn't take full pairs of shoes to
Well,
resell.
usually they keep the left in the box.
Yeah, and he didn't do that. He just took all the rights off. I don't know what you do with all
He's
that.
banging them. He's putting them up his butt. He's putting them up his butt, Gene. He's putting them up his butt.
I don't.
A guy that steals 53 right-footed shoes is putting them up his butt.
A lot of shoes, too.
At least one of them's going up there.
Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
He could throw a lot of shoes, just the right.
It happened again, this time in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. A traffic stop led authorities to uncover drugs, guns, and cash, all hidden inside a bag that was labeled...
Drugs?
Definitely not a bag full of drugs. I think this is the third time we've heard this story in the last 6 months. According to the Pleasant Prairie Police Department, officers on Monday of this week located a vehicle connected to a wanted individual. After they made contact, they quickly discovered there was more happening than just the warrant. Canine Chase was called to the scene, alerted on the vehicle, giving officers probable cause. They conducted a search. Officers inside the car found cocaine, a loaded fire gun.
Okay.
Firearm, excuse me.
2 things.
Drug paraphernalia and a quantity of currency, all inside of a bag that bared the phrase, quote, definitely not a bag full of drugs. Both of the men who were from Kenosha were arrested, driver facing charges of possession of a firearm by a felon, and possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia. Passenger also arrested for carrying a concealed firearm, possession of cocaine, and drug paraphernalia.
So are they writing these on the bags themselves, or is there a brand?
I think you can buy them. You buy them like that. And they think it's funny. And they think it's funny. So they put their drugs in it because it says definitely not a bag of drugs, but it is a bag of drugs.
And guns and money and
the people who are making the bags are cashing in right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely not a bag of drugs.
But, in fact, it is a bag of drugs. Speaking of drugs.
Yeah.
Cleveland. A billboard that reads, yes, I buy crack houses, was put up by an out-of-state investor, is now drawing lots of criticism from people around Cleveland.
What we do is we buy homes generally that are dilapidated, abandoned, not occupying, no one's living in them. And so what we do is we buy these properties, we fix up these homes, and they're affordable housing. When you have a headline, when you mention crack houses or abandoned houses, it gets attention, it brings attention to the issue, and it also brings in leads for which we could acquire these properties that are just sitting there. And it's a big win for everyone.
After a lot of backlash from community members and city officials, the particular sign that said, I buy crack houses, has been taken down, but others like it still remain in place. Local real estate investors, Avery and Tanya Mullins, said the signs have gone too far. Avery said, to me, it just wasn't funny. What's your point? I didn't understand, said Tanya. I don't know. It sounds like the guy buys crack houses. Do you know what a crack house is? I think when I say the words crack houses, you picture something in your head that we can all agree upon.
They want it to be phrased less.
What is a crack house?
Well,
it's a house where crack's getting done.
Well, he described it. He said dilapidated, abandoned, vacant, in disrepair. Those are all things that describe that.
Well, one of the other billboards that the guy has says, your house is trash, I'll pay cash.
Yes, there you go. Get it. I get it.
The other one,
are these even
the other one, of course, is a little bit more risque with the yes, I buy crack houses. Mm-hmm. The ads are from John Williams, a self-proclaimed investor from out of state who has launched a high-visibility campaign across the greater Cleveland area. While the messaging may be intended to stand out, the Mullins, the couple that are investors and real estate people there in Cleveland, say it's deeply disrespectful, especially in communities that have fought against disinvestment. Mullins said, I remember when crack first hit. I remember what it did to my neighborhood.
Gentlemen, what brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
You can't do this in a demoralizing way. You have to approach this with empathy and heart.
Buying dilapidated houses. And hopefully that's a good thing. And if he wants to make a mark, he just did. You know what I mean? If he wants to get some attention.
Oh, he's getting some attention.
Yeah. That's what he wanted. So
the Cleveland City Council president, Blaine Griffin, posting a video in front of the now empty billboard where the crack house message once stood, said, we need to deal with them appropriately. We need to boycott them, not support them. Griffin said the city is now looking into how the ads were approved and what recourse, if any, is available.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I buy crack houses. And we are sensitive.
Well, I'm guessing the billboard company probably took that check. That's who did it. Said thank you.
The city council president estimating that as many as 6 of the billboards may still be up around the city. Said, I wish all the signs could come down. But we do know people are going to rely on First Amendment rights. It's the first one, a.k.a. the most important one there, Mr. Man. Sorry you don't like it, but if the guy wants to buy crack houses and people want to sell him the crack houses, how's he going to get the word out unless he puts it on a billboard?
Well, and now he might change the verbiage, but he already had this flash in the pan, which is what he was looking for.
Causing a ruckus over there in Cleveland.
There's a giant crack in the ice.
She said crack. Crack. Giant crack. Just a big giant crack.
Last but not least, bad news, happy music. Are we ready?
Sure.
I know you've had sex in a car at some point in your life, right? Haven't we all?
Yeah.
You ain't living until you've almost sat on a gear shifter. Right?
I don't know if all of that could go down the way it used to.
Or kicked the emergency brake off and rolled down a hill into a bunch of bushes or something. Or steamed up the windows, right? It's in movies. It's in TV shows. People are banging in the front, banging in the back. They're banging everywhere.
And the cops show up. Hello.
Well, this couple in West Virginia was banging as well, and they're now behind bars because they both got DUIs while they were driving a stolen RV and having sex behind the wheel.
Well,
they were going for the record.
So they were actually driving?
Yes.
Happened
last week in Bluefield, West Virginia, near the border of Virginia. A cop saw 48-year-old Matthew McDonald behind the wheel, and then 35-year-old Shannon Bryant was straddling him, and they were both in their birthday suits, butt-ass naked. He pulled him over about a half a mile down the road. Shannon was behind the wheel now. Someone driving by apparently hollered that they saw them switch seats.
Wow, that's...
Some local person is like helping the cops out, snitching on these people. They both admitted that they were getting it on when the cops spotted them. Matthew also admitted that he was the original driver, that he knew Shannon wasn't sober. So that's why he was driving, because that's how you make good decisions. We were banging, yeah, sure. We were naked, yeah, sure. But I was sober. She wasn't.
Ish.
Cops found weed, drug paraphernalia, and a bag filled with a white powdery substance. Ran the plates and then found out that the RV was, oh, by the way, stolen.
Yeah, not theirs. Also, officer, you should know that this RV that we're in right now
Nothing
does not belong
makes me hotter than stealing RVs and doing drugs and getting drunk and driving down the road butt-ass naked with you. That's real love. I got to be honest. You found a baddie. You did. That guy got a baddie.
Are they together? Like they're married? Or
I don't know if they're married, but they're together.
Yeah,
they
were very much
joined
together.
at the hip. They both got busted for drugs, the RV, and indecent exposure. She also failed a sobriety test and got a DUI. And he also got one as well for allowing an impaired person to drive. He also had several warrants out for his arrest. Shocking right here. Shocking news that he had several warrants out for his arrest. And they tacked on a charge for reckless driving since he was the one behind the wheel when Hanky Panky was happening.
When they first spotted. So why did he switch with... and by the way, that's a move. Like all of this is a move. Like they're doing that and driving an RV.
Well, let's be honest. Have you ever driven an RV? Like a real RV?
I've not driven one.
Okay. It's spacious. It's a little bit more roomy in that seat than it is in a car or even a pickup truck. I mean, it's usually a captain's chair.
It's roomy.
And there's, you tend to have a bigger steering wheel.
Space for extra people to
There's
join.
more room for activities. Let's just say that.
So, but he was driving because she wasn't sober, but then at some point they decided... You should drive now. Like, we've been seen, and I think we might get pulled over. I don't know if
what goes through the mind of a person with several warrants that stole an RV, got high and drunk, and then had sex while driving. What goes through their mind? I don't know. All I know is the guy doesn't look sober in his mugshot either. He's one of these. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around, you might miss it.
Yep.
These guys
They're not missing
didn't
it.
want to miss it. Good on them.
Oh, no.
Modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Doing drugs, stealing RVs, having sex.
Certainly not trying to keep it on the DL at all.
No.
So, when did you get the tenement on wheels?
Oh, that's an RV. Yeah. I borrowed it off a buddy of mine. He took my house. I took the RV. It's a good-looking vehicle, ain't it?
Yeah. It's so nice parked in the driveway.
Yeah, it sure does. But don't you go falling in love with it now, because we're taking it with us when we leave here next month.
Bad news with happy music with an all-timer right there from West Virginia. We'll get to our daily check-ins after AC/DC.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello?
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rockmornings.com is how you can get in touch with us. All of our contact info there. Send us emails, text messages. You can also do that through the app. If you want to send us images. Ooh. This is from Vicky. You said only submit tasteful stuff here, so here's some banana bread loaves and muffins. Going into the oven. Banana bread muffins and banana bread loaves. Thank you, Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
Brad sent in a picture about an hour ago.
Was this his camper?
It's a picture of Brad holding a can of ice cold, delicious PBR, and he says day drinking.
That's the description, day drinking.
Like I've said many times before, for you and the other guy that used to be here, day drinking doesn't start during the day. It starts in the morning. You guys having drinks at 3 are just drinking. Day drinking is starting at 8 a.m. like Brad.
Brad.
My
Brad
man.
is-
You
Brad.
can't drink all day if you don't start first thing in the morning, right, Brad?
That's what the grandma said.
What time do you start day drinking? I don't know, 3, 4?
I said that once, 3 or 4. I said that's
So
still the
erroneous.
day. It's still the day, though.
You almost it's like you almost grew up in a different state. Who would say something like that?
Well, I'm just saying it's
A
early.
Wisconsin resident who thinks that day drinking starts at 3 in the afternoon. Better be a 12-pack in by then, brah.
Brad, thanks for the picture. Vicky, thanks for the picture. Send those, submit on our app.
Yeah.
92.9's app or 95.7 The Rock. Go to submit and send photos or videos. Also, leave us voicemails.
Got voicemails today as well.
Could you play Ozzy Osbourne, Bark at the Moon, please?
Did that.
Did that guy sound...
He says please, but he sounds angry.
Did he sound aggravated?
Could you play Ozzy Osbourne's Bark at the Moon, please?
I love that you are communicating with us, but we
Did you hear the attitude? Like it's
right away a tone. I heard a tone right away.
Like, I'm sick of hearing all the other crap you're playing.
Or
Play
more
this
like
instead.
just, it feels like he's asked 27 times and he hasn't. That's
I would
first
also
one.
like a follow-up voicemail saying, thank you very much for playing my song. I never get one of those.
No.
We did get another voicemail from Dusty.
Brian, this is Dusty. I'm on my way to South Dakota, and I've been looking for the David Lee Roth song you played on July 3rd on the morning show. If you could, please let me know what it is or say it live. I'm listening to you guys on the app. Thank you.
Thank you, Dusty. And it was David Lee Roth, Yankee Rose.
Show me your bright light in your city light, alright. I'm talking about the Yankee Rose.
Yep. That was on the 4th of July, Yankee Rose, 1986. Third. Oh, we were off on the 4th.
Chris in Alabama texted in, said that guy's selling the shoes to a one-legged man in an ass-kicking competition.
I don't think so. 53 shoes.
Maybe he's got a wooden leg, and he's already got the shoes on it, so he doesn't, and he just needs it for the right foot.
And he really wants a variety. 53 different pairs.
Cheyenne said, can you do a birthday shout out for me? Cheyenne Newman, I'm turning 28 years old today. We did that. She said, thank you. This is awesome. If we still had check-in of the week, this would be the winner. My mom left my stepdad behind at a gas station while traveling. They had an RV, and he got out without her knowing. He didn't have his phone on him either. He had to use a passerby's phone to call, and she wouldn't answer because she didn't know the number. She was about 45 minutes away before she finally answered and realized that he wasn't in the back.
Now, you could see that, though, couldn't you?
That's awesome.
You're driving a vehicle.
Such an awesome story.
You don't know that they got out of the vehicle. You stop, you take off again. Goes to the bathroom, comes out, and she's left.
Where's my RV?
I don't have a phone, and I keep calling and calling.
I think someone stole my RV. That's the first thing. Like, oh, crap, someone stole the RV. Oh, my God, that's so great. Such a great story. Such a great story. Brenda said at about 7:42 that it was sprinkling in the Preston area where she is, and said it should be here by about 9. It is about 9, and we don't see any rain yet, but it does look like it might rain.
In the area. It's in the area. Could happen. On and off today, thunderstorms and some scattered rain.
Thank you very much for all of the correspondence. Very good to hear from all of you. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday morning.